Hi, I'm Jan O'Day. I'm with Apple Energy as a trainer, and here we are at the first building. We're going to look at the buildings. We've got a map from the office on how many buildings there are in this complex and how many different units there are. And this is the first building we're at. And what we're going to look at first is the overall condition of the building. We want to make sure that the building is weatherproofed. We want to see if the drainage is correct on it. And we're going to check for air conditioning units. We're going to check for vents coming out of the building. We're going to look for cracks in the stucco, the masonry, or wood, depending on what's out there. We're also going to check the roof. We're going to step back and look at the roof and see where all of our plumbing penetrations and fireplace chases are coming through the roof. And then let's just walk over here and take a look at some of these items. You can see this unit has gutters, so the downspouts are coming down and they're going to drain lines, and so they're probably terminating behind the building. We'll look at that. We see the air conditioning condensing units here. When we get to these units, we need to get the serial number and model number of all these units. There's a tag right here that will tell you, they'll give you the model and the serial number, and inside that model number it'll tell you the tonnage. Remember, tonnage is in group numbers of 6. This complex actually numbers the condensers to match the units. You also want to check and make sure the inside of the condensers are clean. Depending on what kind of trees are overhead, you may have a lot of debris from the fall inside these, and they may need to be cleaned. Then we want to inspect the Freon lines, and as you can see, these Freon lines need to be re-insulated. They have big gaps right here, and so they start sweating and you lose coolness. So one thing they can do is re-insulate these and actually put some more dirt over the top, and it'd help insulate them really well. These are the disconnects for the air conditioning, this electric panel box, the breaker for it. So you just push them, slide down, and open them. So when they work on the units, they can pull these and take power away from the condensers. These lines right here are your temperature and pressure relief lines, terminations to the outside, and as we can see here, this one is leaking. The reason I can tell, it's hot water coming out. And so one of these units has a problem with the T&P valve. It is leaking, it's not seating, it's not closing completely. Above us are the dryer vents for the units. As you can see, there's lots of lint on them. They probably haven't been cleaned since they've been built. And the vent underneath is the fresh air for the water heater, combustion air for the water heater. Okay. One thing we want to look at around these windows is leakage, and here's a good example. It's very small, but it opens up behind the stucco. It's down here, so this would be good units to do caulking and weather sealing around these windows. Also, right here around the pipes, you can feel cool air coming out of the wall. Let's move on around and check the rest of this building. Okay. One thing you might want to note is the drain. You can see from all the rain, everything washes right over this drain, so this is probably a problem area here. We left the stucco and now we're at brick. These are weep holes in the masonry. About every third brick you'll see this. Do not clog them. A lot of people want to fill them up. You do not want to do that. And that's in case moisture gets behind the masonry, can run down and weep out. Again, here we have the units for this end of the building. We have 4 units here. Unfortunately, there's 3 different kinds of units here. So you're going to have to get a lot of model numbers and serial numbers. So they do have them marked here for each unit. You can see it on that. That's 610. Here is 620. All these Freon lines need to be rewrapped. There are long runs on the exterior. They should be wrapped really tight with new insulation.